Okay, so to get your CCRM panel clip here, this screw, one down there. I don't have that one there. And then the panel clip right about there, where that Y shape is. Right about there. That's where the panel clip will be. They're no pain. They're going to be a pain to get out. Once you got the panel clip tool that goes like that. Once you get those out, then you come in here, grab down here, and I'll show you that once I get them out of it. Okay, now that you got those out, now you just come down here, put in this little hole here. You want to fold it in on itself like I did. Then you come here and you grab it. Ready about here. That's not all the way out yet. Just come in like this. Pull it back. Or you come down here and get where the truck's now. There we go. That's what was holding it on, was that little part right there. Now that's your CC arm right there. Let's go here. I'll pull it down out your way or whatever. There we go. And it like that. And yeah, so what it is, we'll grab one bottom flap, come up, and then swung over. So that's the bolt right there. Let me see what size it is, and I'll tell you once I put the socket on. So the size you want is a 5mm. Then you just go like this, and it'll come off. And there's a screw, for mine there's a screw here, and there's a screw right here, and it'll come right off. It's really simple. I think that's a 5 as well. I could be wrong on the size. Can't remember what size it is. Nope, it's not a 5. Okay, I'll be back with the size that you're gonna need for this, for these. So for these bullets, these are 7/32 of 5mm would not work on these. This one's already loose, but then, so for you guys, you might have 4. I just have 2. There's one, might be one here and one up here, but I got one up here. I took this off before and sprayed it with cleaner to see if that's what it was, but it ended up being bad. So, yeah, once you get it on like that, then put your ratchet on. I would let go, but I won't let go on the phone. Yeah, now that's on there, I just put my socket on, loosen it off, loosen that one. That one's a 5mm, and away you guys go. It's really simple. Once you get all those bolts out, then I'll hang down like mine. You get your little 5 on there, and you just start loosening it. Change the CCMR in these Mustangs, really simple. Let's see this kind of part now. Yep, see now it's coming apart. Don't want to drop it, but it might if it keep doing this, it'll drop. That's the bolt right there. It's a 5mm. Then these ones are a 7/32. 5 won't work on. 5 won't fit on them. A 6 is too big. So back once I got the new one, I'm almost ready to go on. What you guys want to do is you want to get one hand, hold it, and then get your other one and tighten it. And I'll go on all the way, and then just leave it hanging down, test it, and make sure everything works. That's what I'm going to do once I get it tightened up. And then if everything works, put those 2 bolts back in, put fender back on, tire back on, away you guys go. So I'll be back. So now that's on, let's go and test it. Hopefully that's what my issue was. I'll make sure my cooling fans are plugged in. Yep, my cooling fans are plugged in. Oh, that's what the tripod. I forgot that I have the tripod in the car. Okay, so do is you'll. Oh, it's already on. Uh-oh, I'm gonna come battery. battery's almost dead, so put it in. I just killed my battery. Just great. Don't do what I did. Don't leave your key on the on position like I did. My battery is now dead. It won't crank. I'm gonna put it on charger real quick, so I'll be back once the battery has some juice on. So far, my cooling fans are not on yet, so I'm gonna let it warm up. But am I right? Once it reaches the M, that's when my fans should kick on. So once it reaches the M, then I'll go run it out and I'll check to make sure to see if they come on. So yeah, I'm just sitting in my car right now waiting for it to warm up. So I got the heat on as well. So hopefully CCRM wasn't my issue, because I was, from doing my testing and everything, everything said CCRM. So I hope that was the issue. It was a cheap CCRM anyway. It was $40. I got off of I got off of this group that I'm in, because I made it looking for CCRM posts, and this guy told me I could have one of his for $40. It came out of a no-issue car apparently. Well, he told me, so it should work like it should. So I'll know once I get out to the M, if I can remember right, that's where it's supposed to be to get your cooling fans to come on. So I'm just sitting here to let it warm up, and I'll give you guys an update. Because right now I'm at the R on the temp gauge right now. I have my car running for a bit, and it seems to still overheat. My cooling fans are not coming on anymore, but at least I'm now getting power to the cooling fan plug. I wasn't getting power there before, so I'm positive CCRM was part of my issue, because now I got power to the plug that goes into the CCRM, or goes into the cooling fan. So at least I know I got power going to my cooling fans now. So maybe my clutch is bad, and I gotta get a new clutch, or it's one of these two sensors up here. So what I'm thinking about doing is paid this shop to get my mid pipe off for me, and probably also pay to get a check of this car, to get a check this car out, and give me a list of everything that is wrong with it. That way I know, instead of guessing, because my scanner, right, my blue driver's not picking up much. So I'll run my car again, because I'm letting it cool down for a few minutes, and it's already cooled down a bit, so I'm going to let it cool down even more. Run it again, put my scanner on it, and see if my scanner pops anything up, because I think one of the sensors underneath this hood are bad, because there's two on both sides of the alternator, or it's my fan that's bad. So I'm going to probably pay a shop. I hate it. I'm going to probably have to. I don't know how much it's going to cost to get a vehicle look at and to get my mid pipe on. But I think it's worth doing. I'm to the point where I don't think I can do it by myself with Google researching stuff. I feel like I gotta take it to a shop, which sucks, because it's money out of my pocket that I don't have at the moment, because I don't have the money to take it to a shop right now. But what can you do? But yeah, that's how, at least with this video, I'll show you guys how to take the CCRM out. You just take the one clip off. Yeah, the one clip that's in the fender that I showed. Then there's another clip that's the top on where, when you go under, there's that plastic piece, and I'm pointing to her. There should be a clip. I don't have a clip there, because I did this already. I took my CCRM, cleaned my contacts, because I thought I thought my points were dirty, so I took my original CCRM out already of it. So that's why I'm missing a clip there. I got clips on the way. I ordered 100 and something amount of clips off of this one site. They're dirt cheap. Cheaper than going to CarQuest and buying a few packs, or buying a pack. Or if it's basically 3 pack, it's basically the price of 3 packs, and you're getting tons more clips, different clips. So once that comes in, I'll pop new clips in it. And I gotta get that clip tool that's like a Y, and when you squeeze it, it goes up. I gotta get one of those. I really need one. I need the O2 sensor tool for later down the road. I won't need it right now, but I will later down the road. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take this down to a shop get a shop overview of it, get a list of everything that's wrong with it, and get my mid pipe on, and the rest, the exhaust, I can do the rest of it. I can do the rest of the cat back. I just need somebody to put my cat mid pipe on for me. Won't get them to drop my K number because that's gonna be probably expensive. So I won't worry about getting them to drop the K number. I'll do that later down the road. But yeah, it sucks, but I'm to the point where that's what's gotta happen. I gotta take it to a shop. So I'll let it sit, let it cool down a little bit more, and then I'll put my scanner on it, see if the screwdriver tells me if I get a bad sensor or what. So hopefully it picks something up, because I just cleared my codes that it had on it. So I'm going to let it run for a bit, that way I can regenerate new codes, and then hopefully that tells me what is wrong with it, or what's causing my cooling fans not to come on. So I was hoping this would be a simple project car, but turns out it's a lot of sitting here, a lot of research, a lot of tool getting, and a lot of complaining and playing around, basically. That's what it's turning into, is a big headache. And I'm just getting sick of it, but I want to get this thing done. I really do. I'm getting tired of it. The reason why I'm not doing the headers is because the top of the shocks, they just spin. That silver little part of the shocks, is just spinning now. They just spin when you put a 24 mil on it. So I won't be able to drop my cable anytime soon. I'll do that later down the road. When I have some more money, I will do that, basically, because I can't afford it. I'm scared it's going to cost me a lot of money to get a shop to do it. That's why I don't want to do it right now. I'm going to do it later down the road. It cost me $1,000, which I don't have. I really don't have much on me right now. But it is what it is. So yeah, sorry guys for the boring video, but at least now you guys know how to put your CCRM in. And yeah, basically how to put your CCRM. The bolt size is a 5 mil, and then you need I forgot what the little size is now for the bolts. It's a 732, I think. But a 6 millimeter is too big, and a 5 won't fit on those little bolts around the CCRM. At least on mine they don't. On yours it might. I'm not sure, but mine's a 97, and I don't know if my CCRM's been messed with or not, because I'm not sure if you're supposed to have the 4 bolts. I just had the 1 bolt here and this bolt. That's all I had. I didn't have any bolts in these 2 spots. So I'm not sure if my CCRM has been messed with previously or not. But for mine, the bolts are not a 5 or a 6 millimeter, at least the ones that are holding the CCRM down to the middle bracket. But the 5 millimeter is used for that little wire bolt thing, which I did not know was a bolt at the time. And nobody on the internet tells you that bolt size when I was doing the research for it. And there's no detailed description telling you exactly how. There's a video on YouTube, a guy saying, all you gotta do is, I got my fender off just to show you where it's located. There's this bolt here, you take that off, take your inner fender off, but he doesn't tell you the bolt size, which is stupid. He just shows you where the CCRM is. His fender's already off. Down the road to tell you how much of a struggle it was. It was a big struggle for me to figure out how I was doing it, because I disconnected the whole fender, because I didn't know what I was doing when taking it off, because it's my very first car, it's my very first learning experience, and it is costing a lot. It's not a money pit, but it's costing a lot of money, because I'm basically $2,000 in on parts for this thing already, which is annoying. I'm already $2,000 in. All I got done in links and the seats. I can do my door pins anytime, but I want to try to get I'm trying to get my list to get smaller, and it seems like it's getting bigger. But I'm pretty sure the CCRM was part of my problem, because now I'm getting power. When I did the testing, when they say hook your ground of your voltmeter to the battery ground, and then I think the positive to the pins, you should get power there, and I didn't get any. So I'm pretty certain my CCRM was bad. But now I got a new CCRM, getting power there, so that's good. That's one issue down, which I'm happy that CCRM was dirt cheap. I really was. But now I just gotta figure out what else is wrong with it. Why are not my fans not coming on? Is it the clutch, or is it the two sensors? So if my scanner doesn't pick, if my blue driver doesn't pick up anything, then she's going to a shop. This car's going to a shop. Get my mid pipe. My mid pipe's gonna be put on at a shop. Maybe I'll have them do my whole exhaust for me, depending on how much they're gonna charge. I'll get a quote for the full exhaust, see how much that's gonna cost me, and a look at the vehicle, full checkup, or a full checkout, or look at, or whatever the frick it's called. You know, basically a list of things that I need to do to it. And then if that's gonna cost a lot, then I'll say how much for just to get the mid pipe on. So I'm trying to save money as best as I can. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, even though it's a nerd talking video. These videos, I was freaking hoping, after my light video with the hood pins, I was hoping my videos would get better. But I am sorry, guys. They're just gonna keep getting worse and worse like this, because I gotta get videos put out for you guys. Even though probably nobody watches them, to be honest. But I don't care. I want to try to post every Monday, no matter if nobody watches them. So hopefully I can figure this issue out, and hopefully get past this rock or this big bump in my path, and start pumping out a few videos of me actually doing work on the car instead of these little talk videos about the car and why there's no videos. Because it's really annoying how I'm basically in a rock. I'm basically in a corner, and I can only see one way, which is paying somebody to put my mid pipe on and get it checked out. And I'm scared it's gonna cost a lot, but I never know. You never know until you ask. So I'm gonna one of these days I'll call this shop that I did my co-op at, and get a rough idea how much it's gonna cost and to put my mid pipe on, and how much it's gonna cost to get a full look at the car to see what I need to do to it. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though you probably haven't. I'm sorry, but what can you do?